Damn, I'll be 24 in 2027? Old bitch.
Are women today still interested in marriage?
100%.
What percentage of modern women are marriage material?
90%.
25%, really?
Okay, maybe like
I'd
70?
say like 75.
75, okay. What does it mean to be marriage material?
I think it just means to, like, if you love your man enough and, like, you respect each other on, like, a personal and emotional level.
You have to have the person that you want to love and be with for the rest of your life. That's it. That's all that matters.
Not cheating, that's a big one. Being
I
loyal.
think just as long as you like genuinely love the person you're with, you can make anything work.
Where are women being taught how to become good wives?
I'd say through their mums.
What does the color white represent on a woman's wedding dress?
That they're a virgin.
Purity.
How many women are actually pure when they get married?
Probably, like, maybe 5%.
No, okay, if you think about religion,
5%.
Including religion. Yeah.
You went into a Catholic high school, or, like, elementary, junior high school. How, like,
okay,
no.
we don't talk about re-virginizing. I want to say a good solid 22.5.
You're drunk as fuck if you think 22 for it. I'm going a low 3%.
No, I'm saying 5%.
22.7.
How many women are actually pure when they get married?
None.
So why are we still using white wedding dresses?
This isn't white, this is ivory.
Oh, okay. So what does that represent?
That I'm not a virgin, so it's not white.
Okay.
So it's not white, it's ivory. So a different tone of white. So cream? That shit is white as hell! What?
Do you think people can be sexually incompatible?
No.
Yes.
1,000%.
If so, why would somebody marry a virgin or wait until marriage to have sex? Isn't that like buying a car without test driving it first?
I personally don't think waiting until marriage makes any sense.
Yeah, but like to each their own, I guess.
Isn't that like buying...
Can we address something? You got a tattoo. Hold on, chat. I'm going back top left. You got a tattoo that says I love you with a pumpkin? Motherfuckers just be doing anything.
I think waiting until marriage makes any sense.
Yeah, but like to each their own, I guess.
Isn't that like buying a car without test driving it first?
Yeah. I think they just like the idea of only being the only person for that person. Like, it's like an ego thing for men.
What is the most popular reason people get married?
Money.
Financial reasons. Because they're 30 and desperate.
I'd say love.
Are men or women more likely to marry for money?
Women.
Women, more women, all day.
Who is more easily bored in relationships, men or women?
Women.
If women are more easily bored, why are they more likely to want marriage and commitment?
Status.
If women are strong and independent and don't need no man, why does the pressure of marriage and commitment typically come from women?
They're liars. Because, like I said, I feel like...
I like her. Auntie real. Auntie talking that real shit.
Marriage and commitment typically
Auntie
come
talking
from
that
women.
real. They don't make them like auntie no more, bruh.
They're liars. Because, like I said, I feel like it's really hard
They
to
don't
keep
make
a
them
woman
auntie
happy
no more.
nowadays because women don't know what they want at this point anymore. I don't think.
That's facts too, chat. Cause see, at least what I think, my opinion. This is just an opinion, all right? I'm no speak fact. You feel me? This is just how I see it. A lot of women modern day are caught up on the idea, especially because of social media, the idea of the perfect relationship. So they don't want to settle. But when you don't settle for anything, especially like shit that's worth your time, it gives you a false sense of like, you feel me, status. And now you got women treating themselves like they're like this when they're like this. So if a woman treats herself like this, she's gonna expect niggas like this or like this. Granted, maybe the 1 in 5,000 hit on like a rapping ass nigga and he come up whatever, or she start fucking on a like famous nigga or something. You feel me? Type shit. But for the most part, most of the, you feel me, are going to have to settle like here. But they won't do that shit at first because they'll think they're here up until they're like 30, 32. And then they'll be like, all right, now I've, you feel me, done my dirt, but like none of the up here niggas is settling for me. So I got to go down here. And now, because she thinks she's up here, she gonna think she going down when really that was a nigga who you was supposed to rock with from the jump. You just got an ego.
Why is that?
I think they have come up with something in their mind through internet.
What's good, Scum?
And they
What's
think
up,
that
Nate
that's
out
what
here?
they want, but when they get it, I think that they still, like, that's not what they wanted in the beginning, you know?
Do you think it's harder to find or to maintain a relationship?
Find.
Maintain.
Maintain. Harder to find.
Harder to maintain.
Why do some people let themselves go after marriage?
I guess because they're not really looking for something new anymore, so they don't feel like they have to impress anyone.
They're comfortable.
What is the difference between
I'm gonna say this. This is a crazy cast of characters.
being comfortable versus being lazy?
I think as long as you're still confident in yourself, you're comfortable. I think once you let yourself go past what you're comfortable with, then you're lazy.
Yeah.
Do you think it's harder to find or to maintain a relationship?
Tough question, though. Yeah, hard to find, definitely hard to find.
Why do some people let themselves go after getting married?
Because you get lazy and you order Domino's, McDonald's, Deliveroo.
And then you have a baby as well.
Why do some people let themselves go after marriage?
Because they feel comfortable.
What is the difference between being comfortable and being lazy?
I
Being,
think
oh, do you want to go?
Or you can go.
I was going to say being lazy is not adding into anything and then also just like letting yourself go personally.
Yeah, like being lazy is just like not putting in any effort anymore.
Yeah.
What is the difference between being comfortable and being lazy?
It's the same.
Same, yeah, same.
Do you think marriage encourages people to become lazy?
Probably.
Yeah.
We haven't found out yet. We're only an hour in. But probably.
Do you think women care more about getting married than they care about being married?
Yeah, 100%.
Why is that?
Because they want the big fancy wedding and the party.
But they don't want to be wives?
Yeah, pretty much.
What are your thoughts on the expression happy wife, happy life?
You need to answer that
I was
one.
going to say, I hope so, but yeah.
Why not happy spouse, happy house?
Yes, exactly. What about that?
But the women are in charge, right? Come on.
Is marriage 50-50?
Yeah.
I hope
Yes.
so, I hope
Yeah.
so.
What are your thoughts on the expression happy wife, happy life?
I think it's accurate.
Why not happy spouse, happy house?
Okay, that's more accurate.
It's both ways.
So why don't we have happy spouse, happy house?
I don't know. It's women who feel that they should just be happy. And
Isn't that kind of selfish?
yes, it is.
Isn't that relationship doomed to fail?
Yes.
Is marriage 50-50?
No.
Who carries more of the burden?
The man.
How so?
Well, if he's a working man, he's out in the field more working and taking care of the responsibilities of the home.
They are the sole provider of the household, and along with that, all the other things that come with being the sole provider of a household. So,
Are men still expected to be the sole providers?
I would say it depends on background and culture. I would still lean more towards yes in this society. You do have a lot of women out there that can hold it down on their own. And those are proven facts. A lot of women now don't need men, but I would still say that for the majority of women, they do rely on men to hold it down.
And
so then,
now I'm gonna say it like this. He's spitting facts. It depends on your culture. It depends where you're from and how you really view shit. But I say this. I don't think there's a woman out there who wouldn't love to rely on a man. Some of them, listen, some women obviously hate men, and there's obviously outliers, like women who are LGBTQ or obviously don't fuck with niggas, right? But what I'm thinking is, right, hear me out. Every girl out there want to fuck with a nigga who she knows she could fuck with, and have faith in. Like, think about it, bro. I just realized he missing an earring. Auntie was getting fucked up. But think about it, bro. Even if she say she don't fuck with niggas, the moment a good nigga really like, you feel me, and she fall in love, she gonna love it, bro.
What would be the incentive for a man to get married?
Auntie met Chulu X. Chulu, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. What's up with you? You good, man? Are you straight? Is everything okay? What you be on, bro? For real, for real.
To have children.
I love old people.
Is there anything a married couple can do that an unmarried couple can't do?
No.
So why would a man need to get married if he can have children without being married?
Well, out of wedlock.
That's because you gotta understand, it's the like idea behind the marriage. Like the marriage to her signifies like, okay, you are the one for me. I've made a commitment that you're my one and only. Until they have that wedding ring on their finger, there's always gonna be like that, oh well, he could leave whenever he want type feeling.
I mean, I think the incentives for anyone to get married are a loving relationship and to start a family.
Yeah. Is there anything a married couple can do that an unmarried couple can't do?
I don't think so. I think it just signifies a bigger commitment.
Yeah.
What are the incentives for a man to get married?
Realistically, there aren't any.
Is there?
Show us your boobs.
Oh, no thank you.
That's how you handle catcalling.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it.
That's, yeah, men, no incentives.
I love how you handle that. That was great. Okay, is there anything a married couple can do that an unmarried couple can't do?
No. Really?
Yeah,
like,
no.
if you think about it, no. Like, if you're dating and then you get married, like, nothing should really change.
Absolutely nothing changes. You just now are legally obligated to take care of another individual. Now you are legally obligated to be responsible for that motherfucker. If something happens to them, if they go in debt, if they commit a crime or whatever, whoop, whoop, and somehow, some way, you like, you're involved, nigga. That's your wife. It's just on paper, nigga. That shit is in law, bro. When you get married, your spouse is a responsibility for you, bro. And I'm not saying, like, it's a bad thing, but you're responsible for another motherfucker's life. You have to think about somebody else. You feel me?
Except for, like, the status.
Should the over 50% divorce rate be a concern of his?
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Is marriage a wise financial decision for a man?
I mean, there's tax breaks for it, so...
Yeah.
Should the over 50% divorce rate be a concern?
I think so, yes, but I also think a lot of people now are more getting used to the idea of commitment.
Yeah.
Okay. Should the fact that divorce laws favor women be a concern?
Divorce laws in certain cases do favor women, especially with families, but in a lot of situations they can be just as favorable to the man.
Yeah.
Women typically get alimony and child support. Men typically have to pay all this money and lose half of their stuff. Should that be a concern of men getting married?
If they're confident in love, then they shouldn't worry.
Right, but I mean, do you think that anyone who ever got divorced wasn't in love going into it?
Ask.
No.
No.
Yeah, sometimes. If
Right.
people use them.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, if there's no incentive for a man basically to get married, why should a man risk losing half of everything he has for something that doesn't really benefit him?
Well, why should a woman?
Because men typically are the ones with more assets going into marriage than women are?
Not in this day and age.
Really? So you think that most women will marry a man who has less than she does? That doesn't typically happen.
No. Like, got him. That never happens. Because women don't like, even though they will, women will fuck with a bum-ass nigga, but they don't want to settle for a bum-ass nigga. No woman wants to date a nigga below her standard. Ever. They'll do it sometimes. Don't get me wrong. Because they, you know, who knows? They'll do it, but they'll never want to They'll never want to date somebody below their standard, bro. It don't.
Most women are more likely to marry for money, and they've done that throughout history, don't you think?
Yeah, but I think times are changing and women are getting more opportunities.
They want Chulu X?
Do you think that hypergamy, also known as marrying up, is learned or natural behavior?
I was going to say natural.
That's
It depends on...
It's societal.
I was going to say it depends on how you're raised.
Well, no, because your type is based off of what society tells you your type is.
Do you think that the Cinderella story or romantic comedies have had any influence?
A little bit.
No, 100%.
I mean, don't women want to marry a rich prince?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so aren't women kind of like encouraged to like look for the highest status guy they can find.
But I feel like there's a lot of women out there that want to be like bigger for themselves and don't want to be like belittled by a man. So,
but you'll never work with a relationship like that, because when a woman is like, listen, there's certain traits that a boss has, bro. To be a boss, you have to be able to command other people. You have to be able to lead people. You have to be able to have that, like, you feel me? Like, hey, I run shit. In a relationship, and I'm not saying there aren't men out there who, you feel me, do that, but most women don't want to come home and have to be the nigga leading you. Let's look at it like this, chat. Last time you asked your girl what she want to eat, what she say? I don't care, as long as you can get whatever we want. We can decide. Hey, where do you want to go on a date? You pick. Like, you get it, bro? So when it's like that, they don't want to have to listen. They'll always say, yeah, they want to be leaders. And I'm not saying they can't be leaders, but in relationships, for the most part, they want a nigga. Ask any woman, right, who dates men. Now, if it's women, it varies. You feel me? If you're LGBTQ, I can't speak on that. But what I'm speaking about is women fucking with men, heterosexual relationships, right? Ask her if she wants to date a nigga who she has to lead, who she has to say, hey, come on, we're doing this. Hey, get up, we're doing this. Hey, like, that's basically a child, my nigga. No woman wants to date a child. You feel me?
So why would you put yourself in the perspective of like they're doing better than you?
Okay. Is asking to sign a prenup considered insulting?
No, I don't think so. I think prenup should be discussed between every couple.
Man, I ever get married, you signing that paperwork, baby. I'll be damned if you take a bite out of scum. Chat. If I ever fall in love, if I ever decide to retire my jersey, make sure I get that prenup. I don't give a fuck how offended I am by what y'all say. I don't give a fuck how much I tell y'all, she would never do me like that. Make sure I do it. Alright? I need y'all. Don't let me fall. Don't let me fall victim to it. Now, obviously, I'm going to be smart enough. I'm going to do it myself. But you never know when you in love, bro. Love clouds your judgment.
Why wouldn't a woman...
So if a female ever put me in a genjutsu chat, and she got that pussy gripper 9000, and she did the infinite Tsukiyomi, infinite Suki 3000, and I'm falling, and I'm in that genjutsu, and I'm lost, I need y'all to wake me up, alright? For real, for real. Y'all got me. I have faith in y'all now. I need y'all to wake me up.
And be in favor of a prenup to reassure her man that she's not marrying him for his money.
I guess she doesn't want to seem like a gold digger.
So wouldn't it make more sense for a woman to be the first one to bring up a prenup?
Yeah, they should.
So why don't they?
I guess they're trying to save face and not seem as a gold digger.
When it comes to relationships...
My fault, gang. I was on my phone.
To bring up
like a gold digger.
So him for his money.
My fault, gang. I was letting up the food guy.
So wouldn't it make more sense for a woman to be the first one to bring up a prenup?
Yeah, they should.
So why don't they?
I guess they're trying to save face and not seem as a gold digger.
When it comes to relationships, why won't women go half on anything financial except divorce?
Technology and culture. Women are pretty much trained through technology and Instagram and stuff to have the guy cover everything. The thing is that some of these guys are doing it.
No, I think that's starting to change.
How so?
Like, personally, I know a lot of my friends have started, like, when they go out with their boyfriends, they split everything 50-50. Like, they'll get separate checks. Even if they've been dating for 5, 6, 7 years, they'll split everything 50-50.
I'm the kind of person that just likes to buy everything because it's
like
how
I feel guilty.
Show my appreciation. I also feel guilty, yeah.
If a guy gives you an engagement ring and he calls off the engagement, should you give the ring back?
Depends on what the guy did. If he cheated, no.
If a guy gives you an engagement ring and you call off the engagement, should you give the ring back?
Yes.
If a guy gives you an engagement ring and he calls off the engagement, should you give the ring back?
No.
Yes.
Oh, if he calls off the engagement ring, that's yours.
The engagement ring?
All right. If a guy gives you an engagement ring and you call off the engagement, should you give the ring back?
Yes. I think it goes both ways.
No, because if he's the one that calls off the wedding after giving it to you, that's not a you choice and it's considered a gift. what
Yeah,
you do
but
with that at that
me
point.
personally, I give it back.
Smart woman. I like it. Don't make me call my sisters. Now, listen, personally, I never asked for a gift back. I gave it to you because I wanted to give it to you. I don't need that shit back. But if I buy a bitch an AP and she cheat on me, oh, I need all that. Or I'm reporting it stolen and the insurance will get it.
If marriage is supposed to be an equal partnership, why does a woman get an expensive engagement ring but a man doesn't?
I mean, I think that's just like systemic. Like that's just what's happened for the last 1,000 years.
But like I feel like the man's wedding ring is the one that is more expensive than the female
And
wedding
it's more
ring.
symbolic, but you know what I find funny is that men don't wear their wedding rings.
That is also
a lot
true.
of men don't.
Actually, related to that, why is it that a woman will wear a fake wedding ring to repel men, but a man will wear a fake wedding ring to attract women?
You know what's so funny? I'm wearing one right now.
Why is that?
I think it just is like, for me, like, it's just a thing to like keep the weirdos away.
Right, but are you aware that the opposite is true for men?
Wait, wearing a wedding ring attracts bitches? Let me see something here. Cheat codes. Nigga, that pushes me away, hello? Women like niggas in relationships because they're relationship material. Listen, women see a nigga treating his girl good and want that woman's place. Capper facts. Thank you. Capper facts. Thank you. Come on now. Come on now. I seen this shit live. Bro, listen. This girl on Twitter, DM Dirt, talking about some India wasn't good for you anyways. I'd be so much better. I'd do anything you want. Bro, they just broke up! Shit's crazy, man. It's an evil world we live in. That shit works. I seen it with my own eyes. Women like married men. The idea of stability. The idea
Me personally, not. Like I can see it in like other women because it's just kind of that. It's more of the factor of like you can get what somebody else has, and like sometimes like that feels good. Like you always want to come out like the winner, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you always want to.
So it's competition, and like if you feel like you're doing better than somebody and you can get what they have, it feels good. But for me, it's just like, nah, like don't talk to me. You're in a committed relationship. I'm good.
Do you think it's true that women generally want what they can't have?
Yes.
Yes.
So then wouldn't you say that chasing women is terrible advice for men?
Yes.
Because if he chases you, he's telling you, you can have me.
I think a lot of women will want what they can't have, but a lot of men will not take a no from a woman that they would respect it from a man.
Yeah.
Why are there women quick to reject a man that lives with his mom, but quick to accept a man that lives with his wife?
Because women suck.
I guess because there's a stigma if you live with your mom, then you're a bum, but I don't believe that, but a lot of women think that.
Would women prefer to be the emperor's mistress or the peasant's wife?
Emperor's mistress. A rich nigga side piece or a broke nigga main hoe? You know who she chooses. That's why she cheated on you. That's why when Lil Durk DM'd her in Miami, she was on a first flight in the morning. You woke up, looked over, you seen her with a little suitcase. You said, where you going? She said, I have a family emergency. My mom bought me a ticket. I'm on my way back to Florida. You seen her on a boat the next morning.
Probably the emperor's mistress because I guess it's like a higher...
So women would rather share a high-value man with another woman than have an average man all to herself?
I feel like a lot of women would want that, probably, most likely.
It sounds like most women are gold diggers, huh?
There's a lot of those out here.
Is giving birth more of a privilege or burden for women?
Burden.
Is providing for a family more of a privilege or burden for men?
A privilege.
How if their wife can't bear children?
Most likely.
How likely are women to stay if their man can't provide?
Not likely.
I'm not gonna lie. I gotta listen to this back because I like the line of questioning here.
Is giving birth more of a privilege or burden for women?
Burden.
Okay, it's a burden.
Is providing for a family more of a privilege or burden for men?
Most would say a burden, because you gotta work at it. It ain't something easy.
A privilege.
How likely are men to leave if their wife can't bear children?
Rare. And if they do leave, oh my God, you left her? Through better or for worse? Listen, bro. Let a nigga want to leave his bitch because she can't have children, or she has like some like, you feel me? Oh my God, he's not nothing. He would leave you when you're going through this.
Most likely.
How likely are women to stay if their man can't provide?
Not likely. Nah.
Can we conclude that providing is more of a burden for men because women are less likely to stay?
Yes.
Can we conclude that providing is more of a burden for men because women are less likely to stay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't marriage vows say for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health?
Yeah. A lot of people don't abide by that.
Why do so many women feel the need to proudly announce that they don't need men when plenty of women still want men?
Because I think because women have been in a position for so long where they couldn't do anything without a husband that it finally feels freeing that they don't need one.
I'm guilty of that.
I think it's an ego thing.
What purpose does that serve?
They don't have a purpose. There's no reason. They just do it to do it. Like, you gotta understand, sometimes you can't put logic behind their actions because there's no logic to it. You feel me? Same reason why a girl will see her nigga cheat on her, notice that he got the bitch pregnant, and still take him back. There's no logic to your actions, but she did it.
I think it just makes you feel better about yourself.
Because, like, men have this really bad habit, no offense to men, of tearing women down. And so then when you're like, I don't need a man, you're basically just being like, I don't need to take the bullshit that men, like, give me.
Yeah, like, I have a tattoo on my back that says, you're much more than that. And it's basically just saying that, like, women are perceived more as, like, a body or, like, a pretty face. So it just, like, is a nice reminder. So I think it's more of that aspect.
When do you see that?
Like a pretty face. And it's me. Yeah, like, I have a tattoo on my back.
When do you see that? Like, a tattoo on your back is some shit you forget you have. Like, how often do you think you go in the mirror and look at your back? Actually, women be looking at their ass in the mirror all the time, so she probably sees it.
That says, you're much more than that. And it's basically just saying that, like, women are perceived more as, like, a body or, like, a pretty face. So it just, like, is a nice reminder. So I think it's more of that aspect.
If women often objectify men financially and see them as success objects, why is it wrong for men to objectify women sexually and see them as sex objects?
Because women want their cake and they eat it too and want to complain about everything and...
Talk, auntie. Talk, auntie.
So
male bash.
So what
Talk,
advice would
auntie.
you give to the men who don't trust women?
Keep your guards up.
Always. Talk, auntie. She was spitting.